I should have, child, I'll do it. When I let that window down, it was fun, Lord. I don't even much know. Did I hit it? Or let's do it. They gonna be like, wait a minute, girl, why you sound like that? I know it. Don't judge me. Wait a minute. What that say? I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. Y'all, come in, come in, come in. Oh Lord, I hope I added the audio. Let me check, y'all. Wait a minute, because I about didn't. I didn't. Let me change it. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. How are y'all doing this morning? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Jake Causey is in the building. Great morning. How you doing, dearest one? Shout out to my moderators, Blue the Wise, Blue Bayou. Why I say Blue the Wise? He on my spirit. Blue Bayou, Jay Causey. That's who I was. I couldn't remember who he was the other day. Hey, Blue the Wise. That's who was my old moderator, wasn't it? Because I had talked about. He must be talking about me. Hey, child. My bad. I couldn't remember his name. Y'all brought it back to me. Okay, I'm back. Listen, Blue Bayou was in the building. I couldn't remember Blue the Wise name the other day. I tried everything to try to remember it, but I couldn't. Okay, I'm back. Listen. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Hey, D Mathis Nim. Great morning. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Who I miss? Good morning. Great morning. Hey, Mimi Nim. What it dooski, y'all? Let me just tell y'all right now. Y'all can hear in my spirituals that I am stuffed up. I am tired. I ain't got no makeup on. Y'all gonna have to just work with me because I am really feeling under the weather. But there was so much that the Lord gave me this weekend. I had to come live. I wasn't gonna come live. Let me just tell y'all that because I don't feel well. I am under the weather, but I am here. So y'all work with me. I know I sound very congested. I am okay. I'm very much congested, very, very not feeling good. But so y'all work with me this morning because I'm still gonna show up because we had a lot to talk about. Okay. Great morning, Miss Wisdom. Great morning. Y'all come in, tap the screen, share the live, share the love. I'm very sick. I was not feeling well at all. And I wasn't gonna come live this morning, y'all, but I had to because it's a lot that I need to say. So y'all work with me, okay? Y'all work with me, okay? Come on, God. Look, come on with the job. I just saw somebody posted that. Y'all, like the live, share the live, share the love. Tap the screen, share the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's give the flow of abundance. If you are new to the community, welcome. We are so happy and so grateful that you are here. Um, if anybody want to volunteer to read Bible Clarity today, I am all the way with it. Okay, I'm all the way with it. That actually came up in my spirituals this morning. I'm going to thug it out. But if you would like to volunteer to come up and read the book of Job, because if you're new, we're starting off with Bible Clarity. We're in the book of Job, Job 5 and 6. By all means, let me know. And you can come up and read this morning because I'm very congested, right? Congratulations to Jay Causey, y'all. Drop that in the chat. Drop a congratulations in the chart in the chat for Jay Causey this morning. Thank you so much for the follow, 101. Thank you, dearest one. Um, so yes, the time did change. I see Jay Causey drop something. I did change the time to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I didn't do meditation, so I hope y'all are doing that. It is so important, but I don't know yet how, because I don't want to necessarily record the meditation. So I might start, because I'm doing this at 9, we might start doing meditation like at 8:45, and then we'll hop into Bible Clarity at 9, as well as the message for this morning. Okay, so congratulations to Jake Causey. Congratulations to you, dearest one, on your new job. Look, Tracy said I got a job too. Congratulations, honey Wunny. I'm grateful for my job I just got last week. I'm thankful and grateful for my health and my family. So says D Mathis. Congratulations to you as well, dearest one. Look at all these new beginnings that's happening, y'all. And we receive it and we receive it. I about am, child. I don't know if they gonna kick in. Look, all I need is a little. I'm gonna go get me some of that sinus stuff, y'all. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to see, cause baby, medicine. I don't like to take a lot of medicine. Medicine be expensive, but I don't like to take a lot of medicine. But if I have to take it, then I will. So I'm probably gonna have to go try to find some medicine or something that I'll be able to take. So, oh, come on, just a breath. Hold on, let me hit while I can feel. Oh my gosh, it cleared up for like 4 seconds. That was time to hit this Vicks inhaler. Don't be no hater. Oh, let's do it. Okay, I'm back. Listen, that Dollar Tree sinus medicine. Well, let me go to the Dollar Tree soon as I get done. Because, baby, listen at me. What I cannot stand is for my nostril system, my nostril systems to be plugged up. Anyway, I'm back. Bible clarity, y'all. Bible clarity. We have a lot that we have to discuss today. We have a lot that we got to talk about. Let's start with Bible clarity. Y'all, tap the screen, share the live, share the love. Let's get into the book of Job. Job, which part? Wait a minute. Hold on. What y'all said? Doing meditation at 8:45. It's so important, y'all. The meditation is so important, but I feel like I'm just tap in at 8:45 ish, and do the 15-minute journal meditation, because it really is important. It's just as important as reading the Bible and the message as well. So I'm gonna see how I feel about it. We starting a lot of new things, so we gonna see what we do. Okay, tablespoon of cinnamon, honey, lemon, and a half. That's a hot toddy. That we used to call that a hot toddy when I was growing up. You got to put some liquor in there though. Okay, I'm back. Let's get into the book of Job, and then we will get this morning's message. It's gonna be good. Tap the screen, share, like, share, love. Don't be no hater, y'all. I don't feel like taking my glasses on and off today. So did I put them on? Did, meant it, because I got to be able to see. I need to get some bifocals, but I got to wait till next year. Don't be no hater. If you new to the community, welcome. We are so happy and so grateful that you. I have to look up. You say I have to look over them like that. Y'all see how I looked over them glasses? Cause oh wait, hold on, let me clean them out, child. They gonna be like, who is this El Fulio? Don't come. I know it. I be foolish in my spirituals. Oh, y'all, it cleared up for like 4 seconds. Come on, Lord, with the clear up of the nasal passages. I'm back. Listen, I got to get some bifocals, y'all, but I can't get no new glasses. The Lord blessed me with some frames, but I got to get my new glasses next year. Okay, so all to do it. Here we go, y'all. We're in the book of Job today. Let's read Job 5 and 6. Job 5 and 6 is what we're on today. So we know that Job has gone through many tests so far. He'd have lost everything. He got that deep hurt going on in him spirituals, right? He got that deep hurt that's happening. So now his three friends have come over to try to comfort and console him. And so Eliphaz has already responded to Job, and he's going to just continue to talk. So here we go. Let's talk about it. All to do it. Here we go, y'all. Eliphaz's response continues. So this is still Eliphaz talking to Job, and then 6, Job is going to respond. All to do it. Here we go. Cry for help. Wait a minute. That pen, hold on. Let me get my pen in order. Don't be judging me, y'all, because that one act like it didn't want to do what it needed to do. So let's switch it. Charlie was trying to tear my Bible up, Lord. Cry for help, but will anyone answer you? Which of the angels will help you? Surely resentment destroys the fool, and jealousy kills the simple. I have seen that fools may be successful for the moment, but then comes sudden disaster. Their children are abandoned far from help. They are crushed in court with no one to defend them. The hungry devour their harvest, even when it is guarded by brambles. The thirsty pant after their wealth, but evil does not spring from the soil, and trouble does not sprout from the earth. People are born for trouble as readily as sparks fly up from a fire. If I were you, I would go to God and present my case to him. He does great things too marvelous to understand. He performs countless miracles. Anybody waiting on one? Me is meant it. He gives rain. Oh, that's what we're gonna talk about, huh? He gives rain for the earth and water for the fields. He gives prosperity to the poor and protects those who suffer. He frustrates the plans of schemers so the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness so their cunning schemes are thwarted. They find it is dark in the daytime and they grope at noon as if it were night. He rescues the poor from the cutting words of the strong and rescues them from the clutches of the powerful. And so at last the poor have hope. Come on, hope. And the snapping jaws of the wicked are shut. But consider the joy of those corrected by God. Do not despise the discipline of the Almighty when you sin, for though he wounds, he also bandages. He strikes, but his hand also heals. From 6 disasters he will rescue you. Even in the seventh, he will keep you from evil. He will save you from death in time of famine, from the power of the sword in time of war. You will be safe from slander and have no fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you. You will be at peace with the stones of the field, and its wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your home is safe. When you survey your possessions, nothing will be missing. You will have many children. Your descendants will be as plentiful as grass. You will go to the grave at a ripe old age, like a sheaf of grain harvested at the proper time. We have studied life and found all this to be true. Listen to my counsel and apply it to yourself. Pause. So Job is suffering. His friend is trying to encourage him and let him know, like, hey, the suffering don't last forever, and the Lord is still going to take care of you, right? So here's Job's response. Then Job said, if my misery could be weighed and my troubles be put on the scales, they would outweigh all the sands of the sea. That is why I spoke impulsively. For the Almighty has struck me down with his arrows. Their poison infects my spirit. God's terrors are lined up against me. Don't I have a right to complain? Don't wild donkeys bray when they find no grass and oxen bellow when they have no food? Don't people complain about unsalted food? Does anyone want the tasteless white of an egg? My appetite disappears when I look at it. I gag at the thought of eating it. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant my desire. I wish he would crush me. I wish he would reach out his hand and kill me. At least I can take comfort in this. Despite the pain, I have not denied the words of the Holy One. So even through the trials and tribulations, he didn't go against God. But I don't have the strength to endure. I have nothing to live for. Do I have the strength of a stone? Is my body made of bronze? No, I am utterly helpless without any chance of success. One should be kind to a fainting friend, but you accuse me without any fear of the Almighty. My brothers, you have proved as unreliable as a seasonal brook that overflows its banks in the spring when it is swollen with ice and melting snow. But when the hot weather arrives, the water disappears, the brook vanishes in the heat. The caravans, wait a minute, Job. So why are you mad at the friends? The caravans turn aside to be refreshed, but there is nothing to drink, so they die. The caravans from Tema search for this water. The travelers from Sheba hope to find it. They count on it but are disappointed. When they arrive, their hopes are dashed. You too have given no help. You have seen my calamity and you are afraid. But why? Have I ever asked you for a gift? Have I begged for anything of yours for myself? Have I asked you to rescue me from my enemies or to save me from ruthless people? Teach me, and I will keep quiet. Show me what I have done wrong. Honest words can be painful, but what do your criticisms amount to? Do you think your words are convincing when you disregard my cry of desperation? You would even send an orphan into slavery or sell a friend. Look at me. Would I lie to your face? Stop assuming my guilt, for I have done no wrong. Do you think I am lying? Don't I know the difference between right and wrong? Child, Job done went in on the 101, didn't it? Okay, let me read these boxes. Though God later criticized Eliphaz for not speaking accurately about him, did I read this?
His words here do carry some truth. Our scripture passages confirm that, like a disciplined child, we should accept God's correction and ask Him to bind our wounds and heal us. Can good come from suffering? Of course. We can develop character. We can become more sympathetic to others, and we can be better equipped to counsel others in their suffering. And we can know what it is like to experience the wonderful balm of renewal and healing. Eliphaz was tall on advice and short on compassion. In fact, Job exclaimed that all three of his friends were miserable comforters. When people are going, oh my gosh, when people are going through several trials, ill advised counsel is distasteful. They may listen politely, but inside they are upset. Be slow to give advice to those who are hurting. They often need compassion more than they need advice. The end. Now, let me say this. It's so funny that we're talking about that, right? Because the other day I heard something that it was Kirk Franklin. Shout out Kirk Franklin. There was a video that he was doing, and it was like circulating on TikTok, right? And he was basically, I watched the video, and what he was saying was people be so quick to throw a scripture at something instead of just allowing people to go through their pain. Now, people started talking about Kirk Franklin and saying that he ain't a Christian. I didn't learn so much about Christianity and what it is and what it ain't over this weekend. We'll talk about it later. But but I agree with him. Everything, when somebody going through something, y'all, you got to let them go through what they going through. All of us, if you going through something, life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, right? You got to go through and feel those feelings. That's what we're supposed to do as people, right? You're supposed to feel some stuff. And so I feel Job on that, because basically his friend was let me just say this. I love us as a people, but one of our biggest problems is suck it up and keep it moving. Anybody ever been in a culture, and especially I would just say this because it's I love people, my people, them, I love us, but that's one of our biggest problems. We want to just suck it up and keep it moving. And sometimes you need to feel that pain. Sometimes you need to feel those emotions. Sometimes you need to feel what you're going through. And then once you're done, then you be all right. Right? So, especially in black men, I know we've kind of touched on this before and we've talked about it, y'all, but I think that's one of our biggest problems is that we don't, that's why we have so much trauma to heal from, is because we are, our answer to everything is like, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't no, like, man, you better, I was going to cuss the word because that's normally what we say. Ain't nobody got time for crying. You got to be strong. Man, do we realize what Job has been through? Like, Job did bit, y'all, hold on. Let me just, they couldn't even get done with one thing that Job had gone through. While one messenger was speaking, here come another messenger and say, the fire of God has fallen from heaven and burned up your sheep and all the shepherds. The next one, while the first one, let me say this. The first one was his oxen, the donkeys, they stole and killed all the farmhands, everything gone. Now the harvest gone. While he was still speaking, then a band of three bands of Chaldean raiders stole the camels. Another, like it was one thing on top of another. Why shouldn't Job be able to feel some stuff? I will say this. I One of the things that the Lord has had to work on me about is compassion. Why? Because it was something that I never really received. Does that make sense? A lot of us did not receive compassion, so we don't necessarily know how to give it, if that makes sense. So where because you get so almost numb to people actually caring about what you got going on, that's just the way that you operate. You operate in a, ain't got time to feel that, ain't got time to worry about that, ain't got time to, I ain't got I got to suck that up. I got to bottle that up. I ain't got time to feel it. I ain't got time to really tap into that. And we're not going to do that. We're going to start being compassionate with ourselves. And the people who are around you should be willing to be compassionate with you. Right, just numb, right? And we want to break that cycle. For a lot of us, that's the heart posture that the Lord got to put us in, where we just could, where sometimes you just need to be able to sit there and just sit and just be okay with being a listening ear for somebody or a compassionate heart. That's one of the things that I have prayed for. And I said this many, many moons ago, like, Lord, if you want me to lead, let me have a compassionate heart. And I also have had to learn how to not allow everything to put me in my feelings, but also just knowing how to be there for other people. Does that make sense? Especially if the Lord has put you in a position of leadership, um, you got to be compassionate. You have to be able to have that. You have to have that quality. That doesn't mean that you're so compassionate that you allow what somebody else is going through to take over your life, but you have got to be compassionate. You have got to be able to understand. I tell people all the time, like, we're not gonna cry today. We can cry tomorrow, but you got to learn how to be compassionate. So his friends, what fail, y'all? How they gonna know? I don't know. So they were there to comfort, but their thing is, well, you must have did something wrong. God must be mad at you for something. Job say, I ain't do that. And we know, based on the story, that God knows that Job didn't do nothing. He was just allowing him to be tested to make sure that his faith was going to be strong and secure. Come on, support. So I hope that made sense. Remember, so if somebody got something going on in their life, remember to be compassionate, because you a lot of times we don't understand the situation that somebody is going through. I will apologize to people and have, like, if I feel like I wasn't compassionate enough. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Go and read um Job 5 and 6. Get some more understanding in your spirituals about it, and or let do it. Okay, so take it back to the Lord. We got a lot to talk about today. Y'all tap the screen, share the live, share the love. um well, I've been meditating all day. I'm gonna see how I feel, y'all. I'm gonna see how I feel, because the meditation is very important. But I don't want to. I may just. I'm gonna try it and see. I might try to come on at 8:45, do the meditation, and do the message and Bible clarity at 9. We'll see how I feel about it. Okay. All to do it. Let's get to it. Y'all tap screen, share, live, share the love. Next, let's get the. Okay, so y'all, I did try to get some new cards out yesterday. These are not my cards, but I got some community to tell y'all. Y'all was ready for the message today. Drop this in the chat. Come on, 918. I'm getting that number a lot. Go back to September 18th and see what was significant for you on that day, because the number 918 is coming through a lot for me. Come on, God. um the number 918 is coming through a lot for me, so check and see what happened for you on September the 18th. There may have been something significant. Let's talk about this community real quick. Or to do it. First things first, can we talk about the spirituality all the way live? Um, y'all, it's a lot of stuff coming up, and yesterday was definitely a confirmation that I'm moving in the right direction with this, right? So we have the Spirituality BYOB Kingdom Conference. That's a lot to say. I'm gonna have to shorten that. We have the Spirituality all the way live that's happening in Dallas on 8/8 Lionsgate, 8/8 last year. Okay, so last year, next year, 8/8 next year. So get your tickets. I'm gonna be in Dallas on 8/8, and if you have a business or a service or something, if you would like to have a booth, a table rental, make sure that you send me an email so that you can get your face into place. So, true story, somebody yesterday ended up like just having a vision, like, man, oh yeah, let me talk about vision. Can we talk about it real quick? I got a lot. Don't be judging me. We gonna get to it. Okay. So listen, the iPop word of the week, guess what it is? Vision. Drop that in the chat. Vision. And then I'm going to tell y'all what this message is about this morning. Vision. That's the iPop word of the week. Vision. And drop this in. And then after you drop that in the chat, put this in the chat. I'm going in. I had to do vision first so you understand what we going in on. Does that make sense? Vision, what we going in on, our vision. So vision first. I'm going in. I'm going in. Y'all know y'all started saying it. And I'm going to go hard. And I'm going to go hard. And I'm going to go. Shout out Drake and Lil Wayne. Shout out y'all. Okay. I'm going in. And I meant that in my spirituals. What we going in on? Our vision. Y'all started singing it in y'all spirituals. First off, you know what it is. If you heard Drake make it, wobble like a bridge in an earthquake. Okay, I'm back. I had a moment. Don't be judging me. We going in on our vision. That's why we had to put vision in the chat first. So there have been a series of events that have happening, okay, that's letting me know that my vision is starting to align. And your vision, I can't say what's happening in your life, so I gotta speak on my life. A series of events that's happening that lets me know that God's vision for me is actually coming to fruition in my life. I'm not even gonna say it's my vision, because it's not. It's God's vision for my life. Can we go? So maybe that's a better way to put it. God's vision. So the Lord didn't give you something that he doesn't know. He didn't think that you could successfully. Come on, David. And look, I just pulled these cards out, right? But the Lord didn't give you something that he didn't know that you could complete. Does that make sense? So a lot of us, what's happening is the Lord is giving us the vision. He's giving us the tools. He's giving us what's necessary to help us complete this vision that he's given us. For me, it is culminating in the Spirituality All the Way Live. That's the first one that's happening in Dallas, right? And in addition to that, come on, Pride. In addition to that, y'all know we're doing the BYOB conference that is happening, or let's call it an expo that's happening outside of the spirituality. Before we get the message, we gonna focus on vision. So the Lord, not only is the Lord giving me vision, but he's also giving, come on, 26, he's also given, that was an eagle too. He's also given the vision to other people, the people who are going to help you to bring that vision into fruition. So I looked up a definition for the word vision, and there were two of them. The first was the faculty or state of being able to see, and the second was the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. What is the vision that the Lord is giving you? And if you don't know, you're gonna have to go ask him. Like, that need to be your whole answer, your whole assignment this week. Lord, what is your vision? Come on, Scott, what is your vision for my life? What did you send me here to do? What did you send me here to accomplish? What did you send me here to take care of? What did you send me here to be the authority of? What is your vision for my life? And watch how the Lord will begin to start to put everything in place that's necessary for that vision to start coming to fruition. All the tools, all the people, all the ideas, all the everything that is needed for you to fulfill his vision for your life. So that's the first thing, right? And this is the community as well, but we also getting into the message. So that's the first thing. Next. Oh, let me throw this in here real quick. The Kingdom Club, Kingdom Kids shirt, y'all, is available on my website. Y'all know, if you were on here Friday, it was just like, oh, we in the Kingdom Club. And I don't know exactly. See, this, can I just tell somebody this? Child, you ain't never going to know everything that the Lord is going to do, but he will start just giving you stuff, and you just know that it's going to be a part of your vision for your assignment. Thank y'all so much for the roses. Y'all, yes, help me meet the live goal, because how do I even say that? Because the Lord, we in a season, y'all, where the Lord got to make some stuff shake. He got to make some stuff shake. It's like we don't even have time. Ain't no play. Ain't no play time no more. We ain't got time for that, because a lot of us have made multiple attempts, multiple mistakes. A lot of us have taking too many detours, and the Lord said, get right or get left. Okay, get right or get left. So the Kingdom Club shirts are available. I have someone that's already working on them. You can go to the link in my bio. You can get your Kingdom Club, Kingdom Kids shirt, and of course, and also the Hydrate Your Soul shirts are available as well. Um, and I just want to show y'all what the Lord did over the weekend. Message, right? Vision. Okay, make it make sense. Okay, y'all stay tracking with me. The Lord said, here's what I want you to do. Okay, Lord, I don't know how to do that. Daddy, I know. Let me give you some help. Okay, Daddy. So then he sends in people who have all of the tools that you don't have so that they can help you create the vision. Then the Lord, so all literally, y'all, from Friday, I'm going to say Thursday up until now, can I just tell y'all everything that the Lord has done? He had already started to put the key players in place for what's going to happen. This is a true story.com. So, me, Daddy, I know that now I know I'm gonna do this first show, 8 Lionsgate. I know it's gonna be in Dallas, but I don't know nothing about venues. I'm not in Dallas, of course, so I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know how I'm gonna have it filmed. I don't know how it's gonna be produced. I don't know how it's gonna be organized. So he sends in very specific people that can handle those things. Then I'm like, man, wouldn't it be amazing to have other people to come up and so they can have their businesses there, so they can start building and creating their dream. Very good. So what he do? He ends up saying, hey, you should do this at the beginning of your spirituality, the spirituality all the way live. Okay, so now this is me allowing and helping other people to make, come on, 926, making their dreams come to reality as well. So each one help one, teach one, pull somebody up, take somebody with you when you go. Okay. So then the Lord starts creating a planner, the pathway to prosperity planner, right? Or let's say the prosperity pathway planner. Didn't know that. Not only is he positioning me, he starts positioning the people who are going to help me in places so that they can see the vision as well. I get a message yesterday from my business manager who's like, this is the vision that I have for you for your event. And it was a whole setup. And I was like, man, that's so dope. All this weekend. So then she's like, hey, do you have affirmation cards? I said, well, I got a few of them in A Word in the Wilderness. So guess what the Lord does? He says that now you're getting ready to have a whole affirmation deck. Y'all, hydrate your soul, affirmation cards, pre-order. Now, remember, if some of y'all know this, I was going to do the Spirit Guides, and Ancestors deck next because I just did preparation for the promise. But as the Lord is bringing this vision into fruition, he said, "No, that's not the next one. The next one is a deck of nothing but affirmations." Guess what's already on pre-order on my website? Okay, Lord, tracking. The Lord said, you got to get this Hydrate Your Soul t-shirt together. Okay, Lord. He said, but go get the Kingdom Club t-shirt together first. He sends me someone who can actually create the shirts for me. I didn't have to go look for a vendor. I didn't have to go find the person. The Lord said, let me bring, I'm going in. When you say that you are going to go in on the vision that God has given you, the assignment that he has given you, all of these things shall be added unto you. I haven't gone to look for anything. Does that make sense to somebody? I say, Daddy, I'm going in on the vision. He says, okay, so everything, every person, every resource, everything that I need in order to make the vision happen, because it's not touche vision, it's God vision, right? Come on, God vision is added. He brings it. They show up. You ever been trying to make something happen, and when you're doing it on your own, you get frustrated because you trying to figure it out. Come on, milestone, we receive it. You trying to figure it out, but you're frustrated because you can't figure out. You need this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece, and you trying to go find the piece. And the Lord said, hold up, let me just bring the pieces to you. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's trying to do, and he's going to do when you begin to go all in on the vision that he's giving you. Everything is added. Okay. So that's that for that. So the Hydrate Your Soul affirmation cards literally went up on the website this today or yesterday. Was it today? I tried to do it yesterday, couldn't do it yesterday. I think it was just because of the location I was in. Moved and put them up there today. Nothing but affirmations to hydrate your soul. So as soon as you decide to go all in on whatever the Lord has told you to do, he's going to provide everything you need to make sure it happens. Okay. First things first, y'all know this is like my David and Goliath card. This talks about pressure, launch. Somebody finna who finna launch something is meant it. This is the beginning of whatever it is that you're getting ready to do. This is pulled in opposite directions. Drop this in the chat. Ready, aim, fire. Okay. On the cut, we have the shooting star. Man, look at man. Now, can I just tell y'all something? I have not used these cards in months. Do you understand? I have not used these cards in months. Let me just show y'all what was on the cut and on the bottom of the deck. The shooting star, first card to come out. This talks about quick action, wish granted, falling, moment in time, dazzled, passionate, yes, passing through, enterprising, and brilliant. This is two Aries cards. This could do something, have something to do with the full moon that we just had, the full moon in Aries. Look what's under that. I'm gonna just show y'all because I can't make it up. Number 19, Sun card energy, Mother Lode, the Phoenix Rising. Drop that in the chat. I am the Phoenix Rising. Some of y'all, I did a message about this the other day, and I don't remember whose message it was. But can I also tell y'all that I had to change and put? Did we talk about the Phoenix the other day? I mentioned it, but I didn't know. I mentioned it message. Um, yes, come on, Jameel. Oh, that's a beautiful idea. Thank you. Listen, can I just say I love my TU family. I love y'all. Listen, I am the Phoenix Rising, right? The mother lode. This is territory, y'all. Prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, sudden wealth. This is the real deal. People, all weekend, y'all know what I did all weekend? I've been studying. I've been listening to messages. I've been finding out more about the kingdom of God. The Lord has sent me an instructor and a teacher to make me understand what it is that He wants me to teach people about. When you decide that you're going to do exactly what God has asked you to do, He's going to send the right everything. So for me, He sent the right teacher in so that I know what my mission is. I come up here and give these messages, right? And yes, I give them to motivate and I give them to encourage and inspire you because that's one of my gifts, to inspire you to overcome your blocks so that you can be who you're meant to be. But bigger than that purpose is the Lord is teaching me how to teach people and tell people how to access the kingdom of God. Does that make sense? How to access the kingdom of God, because He's teaching me how to show other people that we're all citizens in the kingdom. We're all a part in God's kingdom. And because of that, we have access to everything that God wants us to have, to everything that God wants us to be. We already have access to it. But in order for me to be able to show people about it, He's like, well, let me teach you so that you can go teach other people. Because I can come up here and give these messages all day, right? But I know for a fact that for the last, I don't know how many days, it's probably been 3, 4, 5 days. All I've been doing is listening to messages to show people how to overcome their blocks, get out of their own way so that we can step into the kingdom, so that we can start having the prosperity and everything that we want. And people, it's so crazy because it's so easy for us to actually have everything that we want, but we got to go all in on our assignment, our mission, and our purpose first. Okay. So the Phoenix Rising, this talks about transformation, rebirth, renewal, rising from the ashes, emerging. Telling y'all, the Lord is creating you into who you are meant to be in this season, and I receive it. Okay, I receive it. So let's see what else. Which one? Ascension. Child, somebody finna get left behind. They gonna have to be all right though, and we receive that because everybody who's necessary on this next part of the journey, he's aligned in that. What else? Because we going in on this vision. Because prosperity is not an option. Meant that prosperity is not an option; it's a requirement. Or do it. Let's see what we got. The wheel of I'm gonna just throw the cards away. We have the Wheel of Fortune that came out, as well as the hot air balloons. The Wheel of Fortune talks about karma, destined, inevitable. We gonna clarify these, y'all. Um, Divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune. Tell y'all, balance, uplifting, going with the flow, ascension. Which part? This is exciting. For some of you, the Lord is giving you everything you need to slay the giants in your life. What does that mean? Does anybody have a problem that is unsurmountable, or you feel like you don't know how to overcome it? You don't know how to get out of it. You don't have the answer or the key to move it forward or get yourself out of it. I feel like that's why the Lord has sent me in the direction that He sent me in, because there's a problem or a situation or something that you have tried everything you know how to do in order to get out of. But what we know now is that we don't have to try to figure it out. It's already figured out. And I feel like that's what's happening for a lot of us. So He's given us the tools that we need to slay the giant in our life, whatever that is for you. And so some of you are getting ready to see that period of growth and ascension that's happening simply by following the instructions, simply by following and doing what He's asked you to do. But baby, some stuff is like you can't even do it on your own. You got to have help. Drop that in the chat. I got help. Uh-huh. Which part? Yeah, child, we receive it. This is that season of rising above. This is that listen now. Listen, I receive it. I receive it in my spirituals. This is that season of rising above. Some of you, you really have, like, you really have that old you is completely gone. It is dead, done, and over with. Okay. Sacrifice down for the cause. I can't make it up. Come on, heart and home. Letting go, surrender, put others first. Which part? Yeah, some of y'all finna get ready to move. You gonna have to. It's Abraham, right? It's in Genesis 12, 1 through 3, and y'all know that card came up and that number came up the other day. Yeah, you finna get ready to make a move, because in order for the Lord to enlarge your, I can't make it up, to tear the Lord, because the Lord is trying to enlarge your territory. Remember, we talked about last week, the territory starts on the inside, right? So, because God is enlarging within you, you're starting to see the enlargement outside of you. It begins within. So, just know, some of you, there's a move that's happening, exploration, finding your way, the map. Where, come on, come on. Didn't we talk about Young Jizzle on the bottom of the map the other day? Didn't that song come up on Friday? I can't make it up, y'all. Charting a course, read the signs, figuring it out, directions, new perspective. Man, this, and I ain't use these cards, y'all know, y'all, I ain't been using nothing but my cards in the last, I don't know how many months. I only pulled some out because I said we can get some fresh energy. Okay, instead of just using my cards, I said we'll get some fresh energy and use some different cards. These are not mine. Oh, this is a deck I got off of Etsy. Repairment, repair, fine tune, working parts, making adjustments. Child, we receive it. Which part? Some of you, the Lord is repairing your success. He's repairing. Look at the sapphire at the bottom of the deck and the rainbow up under that. You felt like you wasn't going to have the success that you wanted again. I don't know if you felt like you were successful before, but the Lord is getting ready to make you more successful. Whatever he had to remove, covenant. This is a renewing of the covenant, y'all. I can't make, let me put these down. This is spiritual insight. Let me read what's on here. This is spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and motivation, serendipity, blessings. Your patience is paying off. Some of you are getting ready to experience this rainbow, this gold at the end of the rainbow. And a lot of times it feels like we going through our trial or our tribulation or whatever it is that the Lord has us going through, that we're not going to receive it. But I need somebody to understand that we're in a process of being reborn, right? We're in a process of being reborn. And if you over here and you continue to show up over here, you got to know this is a new season for you, right? Even if it, come on, Christian brothers, even if it is, even if it's requiring you to be in a season by yourself, even if it's requiring you to not understand exactly what your placement is, what's getting ready to come in is the clarity that you need in order to fulfill the assignment that you were given. Because most of us that are over here, we ain't dreaming small. We not dreaming, we not thinking little. And so the Lord, and you understand that that's why, let me say this, because the Lord just, thank y'all. Let me tell y'all know why I don't care nothing about the numbers. You know why it don't bother me? Why, when I see how many people are on the live, and I don't even know why this is coming up, because God said he don't care nothing about that. Let me make you understand something. The people, the Lord will allow the people who have bigger dreams, bigger goals, and bigger aspirations to receive the message. Drop this in the chat. Everybody ain't ready. I'm not mad. If you go and listen to certain messages, if you go and listen to certain people, there are certain things that they talk about, because people want to keep on being reminded of the losses, the suffering, the pain, the difficulties. Something that this is why I know this may sound crazy. People be like, oh, the numbers. I don't care nothing about that, because what I understand, that everybody ain't ready for what God is doing in my life. And the people who are ready for God to do something great and amazing in their life, those are the people that are going to receive this message. And I don't know who this is for, but this is why you understand when they say your circle gonna be small. People think that you got to have all these people around. No, you don't, because everybody is not a big dreamer. Everybody cannot grasp the fact, everybody can't grasp the kingdom concept, which means that we're already blessed. Can we drop that in the chat? I'm already blessed. Everybody can't grasp the concept that we serve a God who supplies all of our needs, because don't want to understand that we already have everything that we need. So whoever this is for, this is why they say don't despise small beginnings. Don't despise if you, it don't matter if one person is listening. That means that there's only that one person is ready to receive what God is actually giving. But then people go and listen to certain messages, y'all, and they don't understand why they're not seeing growth or prosperity, or they're not seeing forward movement and forward progress. Well, it's because you're not receiving what God is actually saying. You just want to keep on hearing about the losses and the X's and that's why I ain't on that. I got to grow. And then people gonna be like, well, why they growing and I'm not? Who you listening to? What you listening to? The things that are actually important is talking about the growth and how we have access to God's kingdom, and how we have access to moving into even more than what we are. But that ain't what people want to hear. You realize that's why certain people, they will never get any further than they are. And this is no judgment. This is me just knowing this is God. Like, listen, I can't make people receive a message. We can't make people receive the kingdom. We can't make people receive the understanding that everything that we need is already given to us. All weekend, you know what the Lord been talking to me about all weekend? God already knows everything that you need. Everything. The check me he put in my spirituals. He said, I don't need you to tell me that you need money for your phone bill, your light bill, your water bill, your gas bill, your car note, your mortgage. He already knows that we need that. He said, I want you to focus on the kingdom, seeking the kingdom, understanding it. All weekend, y'all, all weekend. That's the only message that the Lord has been giving me. I don't need you. Nope. I need you to understand so you can go and help some other people understand that all those things will be added unto you. All that's the whole Friday, Saturday, Sunday, y'all. All the Lord has been talking about is Matthew 6:30 through 34. That's it. He ain't gave me nothing else because he's making me understand because y'all know Matthew 6:33 is my scripture. Hey, Sandy. He's making me understand what all these things will be added unto you actually means. He already knows exactly what you need. He already knows everything that you got going on in your life. But there are some people who will never understand why we are wealthy and they are not. Because we understand that the point is not to go after the things, because the things are added. The point is to seek first the kingdom and right relationship with God. That's it. That's it. And all the things will be added. The money's going to be added. The wealth is going to be added. The resources are going to be added. The everything is going to be added. And all I'm doing is sitting is just all weekend. Okay, Lord, well, you going to take care of that. So what you want me to do? I want you to seek the kingdom and go tell people about it. Everybody ain't got a kingdom mentality. Everybody doesn't have an abundant mindset. So I don't know who, and we're talking about vision, right? If you can't grasp the concept of vision, you'll never be abundant. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but you have to have an abundant mindset in order to have vision. I have a vision for what's going on in my life. I have a vision for where I'm trying to go. But it started with me saying, Lord, what is your vision? What is my assignment? What is it that you want me to do? What is it that is going to bring the abundance into my life? So then he deposits a vision into your spirituals and you start making moves towards that. And that's the only thing that we have to focus on. And then everything else is going to be added, if that makes sense. So whatever your business is, don't worry about how many people. The Lord's going to bring the right people to make sure that it's going to be successful. Yes, you got to go through your trial and error. You're going to try some things before you get it right. But once you get it right, all of these things will be added unto you. I hope that makes sense. This talks about spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength. Which part? Because it's necessary. Uh-huh. Because they say somebody's praying for, which like an experience. Child, you praying to experience a different life. Because the life that you have is not enough for you. I receive that. The life I have now is not enough for you. It's not enough. It's not enough. So if you know that it's not enough, the Lord is trying to give you even more hope, good luck, promise, God said, creation, prosperity, perfect timing. So we receive it. Let's clarify it and see. I think that's enough. What's at the bottom of the deck? The water carrier. We receive it because no, it's not enough. I need more. Bottom of the deck, we have awakening. Child, let me try to shuffle these. Every day I'm shuffling. I don't know. He finna do something great and amazing. Which part? Cause I don't know if somebody been worried about you. I don't. If you're an entrepreneur, you got to understand that every week, come on, finances is not gonna be a good week. And I don't mean that it like you expect it, but business fluctuates. Especially, let's say, like right now, y'all. Who needs this message? Right now, this is the time where people, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, this is the time when you should really be putting your business out there. Why? Because it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. There are certain seasons where people are more willing to purchase and spend money on the things that will benefit them. I don't know who needed that part of the message, but we receive it. Um, So this is when you start, you need to get your business out there, your products out there, your services out there, because this is the time. Because there are a lot of, somebody finna create something. They just said stocking stuffers. I don't know. Stocking stuffers. I don't know. I hope that made sense to somebody. Let me see what else. What, like beginning entrepreneurs? Child. I don't know. Somebody finna start a business. I don't. It feels like somebody's finna jumpstart something. They just said jumpstart. So I don't know if this is something you've been looking at doing or wanting to do, but it's you. This may be your first time over here on the live, and you gonna get the encouragement you need to just bet on yourself, because that's what they're talking about, is betting on yourself and believing that you're capable of doing it. There are too many businesses out here that show you that you're capable of making it happen. So maybe you just felt like, well, how am I going to do it? Well, you don't have to. The Lord is going to do it. He's going to bring everything that you need in order to make sure that the business is successful and that you're able to plant the seed and really begin to grow. But you just got to start. I don't know. You just got to start. They just said out of hibernation. So you're going to have to just start. And you're going to have to believe for what, because you don't create a business and just be like, oh, well, I hope it does okay. No, if it's a God vision, if it's a God's vision business, then that means that it's going to be successful because he gave you the idea. It's going to. What else? Only do it. Here we go. Now, I saw the card and I shuffled it and it ended up coming back up anyway. Your finances. You're going to receive the resources. Business and financial matters, fruits of labor paying off, financial opportunities. This is one of the two cards in this deck that makes me think about a seed. And y'all know we talk about the seed a lot over here, because I feel like we're always planting. We're always putting a seed in the ground for what it is that we want to see and what we want to manifest, what we want to see, like fruit, right? Which card? One of these cards says something about fruit, but we always want to see the results. It's going to take time for the results to grow and build and expand, but you're going to see the harvest. But you got to keep on doing the work. You got to keep on, just like today, y'all. It took everything in me to get up and come up here and do this live. But I told the Lord, I said, man, it's too important. I can't miss this day. Even though I don't feel good, even though I'm sick, somebody needed to receive a word today coming from the Lord. So what I do, Lord, give me the strength so I can come up here and encourage somebody to go ahead and plant the seed message, because it's necessary. It's necessary for you to understand that even as an entrepreneur, a business owner, even as if it's a relationship, sometimes you're going to have to make a sacrifice and do it even when you don't feel good, even when it's challenging. You still going to have to get up and do whatever it is, whatever your work is to do, right? Somebody has a new financial opportunity that is coming in as well. The Lord is getting ready to give you that. I kid you not, y'all. I need to explain this because some people gonna get tired of hearing it, but the Lord is giving me instructions that I can't get tired of saying it, right? I got to keep teaching people about the Lord. Child, dad got me on this mission where he's just like, nope, you're gonna teach people how to get in. You're gonna have to teach people about how to get access. And so me, I be trying to switch it up, because I be like, well, dad, I don't want the message to be the same thing every day. He's like, the message don't have to be the same until people understand that they have access to everything that they need. What he's trying to get us to understand is how to get it. Does that make sense? So all weekend, all he's been talking to me about is showing people, myself included, how to get it. Because all of us are praying for something, but we don't know how to get it, to access it, to get it from heaven on earth. So the Lord said, until people understand how to get it, that's going to have to be the message. Does that make sense? Because all of us, if you praying, you asking the Lord for something. The Lord said, don't, and he told me this, don't be asking me about the money you need, because it's so, okay. Some of y'all praying for finances. The Lord said, don't pray to me about money. He said, I know you need the money. I know what you need, because he knows what's in your bank account. He say, I don't want you to teach people how to pray for money. I want you to teach people that they already have access to all the money that they need. Does that make sense? We be so focused on our finances. The Lord said, the money is mine. You already got access to the money, but what the way to get the money is to work the vision. Come on, work the vision. Work the vision. What is the vision that the Lord, if you praying for money, if you don't have enough money, somebody write that down. The way to get the money is to work the vision. This is why the word of the IPOP word of the week, the in purpose, on purpose word of the week is vision. The way to get the money is to work the vision. The money is not going to come from your job. Some of you that come on, guys, some of you are getting ready to take a leap of faith because you realize that you ain't supposed. It's some people them that's supposed to work for other people. Hear me well. There are some people that are meant to work for other people. That's their assignment. But if you over here, you not gonna sit up and listen to me talk for 2 hours if you do not have an entrepreneurial spirit, because you gonna be like, man, it's not gonna resonate with you. Why? Because you you think that because working for somebody else is the easy way. If you over here listening to me, you know that you were meant to own something, and you really don't even own it yourself. It really belongs to the Lord, but it just means that the Lord has told you that you're destined to have even more, that you're meant to have something, some work. Even though everything belongs to the Lord, you ain't supposed to just be working to make somebody else rich. So we are over here to learn how to work the vision that the Lord has given you. That's how the resources come in. That's how the finances improve. All these things will be added unto you. Does that make sense? So that's what the Lord is, multiplication. Can we drop multiplication in the chat? Because it's not going to come from your job. It's not going to come from your 9 to 5. So this is why the Lord is trying to plant a seed and telling you to plant the seed. Remember, God is the soil. The Lord is the soil. So when you plant your seed in him, it's got to grow. It's got to. It's got to grow. And for some of you, it's like you're beginning to understand, because again, I'm going in. I got to get in. Lord, what I'm doing ain't working. How do I help, Daddy? This ain't working. So what is the Lord doing? He keeps on sending people, because I'm not the only one. Thank you. I'm not the only one that you're listening to that's teaching you, like, hey, you're going to keep hearing the same thing over and over and over. It's not going to change. The only time the message is going to change is once you plant the seed. Once you actually take the action, then the Lord is going to start to multiply you in ways beyond your belief. And you think that what you're thinking is crazy until somebody else comes in and confirms and says, man, can you just, y'all, message. The Lord, I can't make this up. Before, come on, God, before last week, I had no plans of doing a BYOB expo. Do you understand? Now, without telling y'all everything, I'm going to tell y'all one thing that's literally happening right now. But can I just tell y'all how God works? Before last week, I had no plans of doing a BYO expo. What's BYOB? Bring your own business. Bring your own business. I don't want to promote your business. Does that make sense? I'm not here to promote your business. I got my own businesses that I'm promoting. What your business is, Touche? Oh, I got merchandise, a touch of beauty, fashion, and faith. I got Touche Cosmetics. I got all of my tarot and oracle cards. I got all of my stuff that I'm promoting, right? So I don't want to promote your business. I want you to promote your business, because can't nobody promote your business better than you. Don't nobody know your business better than you. BYOB, bring your own business. Before last week, I had no intention of doing that. Then all of a sudden, do you realize that it wasn't me? that the Lord sent to go and look at a business expo. It was the person who's helping me to manage my businesses that he sent to a business expo. So now he has given her a vision for what he's getting ready to do in my life. When I tell you that the Lord will put the right people in you, it's a seed. So literally, as we're on this live, one of the people who's going to be one of the vendors at the BYOB Expo is in the process of making, is getting, just got an assignment to make something to add to for the BYOB Expo. As we're speaking, y'all, this is happening right now. I'm looking at the messages that are happening right now. Didn't even know that was going to be part of the assignment, but look at God. The Lord will plant a seed, and you didn't even know what it was going to bring. Why? Because expansion. Didn't even know that you were going to be doing it, but then the Lord will give one person a vision that's on your team, and everything else will be added unto you. You thought you was only going to be doing one thing, and then the Lord come in and say, but let me show you how much bigger it can get. I hope that helps somebody. What else? Like, I don't be making this stuff up, y'all. Like, you think you only gonna do one thing. Here I am. Side note, speaking of the BYOB, speaking of, let's call it the Spirituality Live, right? You can think that it's only going to be one thing, but do you realize the Lord has taken this from being just me giving a message like this to putting businesses on display? He's going to have a comedian that's coming up. Like, y'all, you think your little vision is little, and the Lord be like, let me expand that for you. The Lord is getting ready to put people in your path and in your life who will give you kingdom vision, who will give you kingdom vision. There are things that you couldn't even see happening with your idea that the Lord is going to bring in, that is going to expand your vision. How do I know this? I just was going to do the message, and all of a sudden that has turned from, come on, God. All of a sudden, that has turned from just me giving a message to now we have a comedian. Now we're having a business expo. Now I have a new affirmation deck. Now I have a new prosperity pathway planner. Like, y'all. Now here's the other card. Oh my God. I'm just throw the cards away. Okay. Hydrate your soul. I can't make this up. Right? If you go on my website right now and you go to either the Hydrate Your Soul journal or the prosperity pathway planner, guess what's on the front? If you click the link in my bio right now, you will see a door that looks very similar to this. The only difference is, instead of it being a desert, come on, somebody coming out the desert, somebody coming out the wilderness, the dry season, if you will. Is anybody receiving that you're coming out of the dry season? The only difference between this picture and the one that I have on the Hydrate Your Soul journals is, behind here is water. When I had the vision for the planner, I didn't use the desert, but there's a door that looks just like this, and behind it is water. You can go look at it right now on my website. The Hydrate Your Soul planner, and it's on the planner, as a matter. I mean, it's on the journal, the Hydrate Your Soul journal, which you're going to happen to get when you get your ticket. It's a part of your ticket. Can anybody claim we coming out the dry season? we coming out. We're coming out. The first stage of something is opening up, new foundation. Now here's what's crazy. I could have chose any other decks to get, but these are the two that called to me. I had to move my suitcase, and y'all know the only reason that I had to get these cards, I ended up getting these cards, was so that I could get this cup out that my baby got me. And I was so inspired. I was like, man, I need to have some of these, because I was like, man, I forgot about this cup and it was up under my seat. Message. So here I am that got these cards out, and we still talk. I don't care what deck you use. Do you understand that the deck don't make a difference? The deck that I use to give the message does not make a difference, because the energy, the message is the same. Come on, the message is the same, because the message is the same. We're in the first stages. Now, remember, I just also said that there's only 2 cards in this deck that make me think seeds. This the second one, y'all. I said it's 2 cards in this particular deck that make me think of a seed. And here's the second one. I can't make it up. Protection. Lord, you better say something. Regeneration to royal power. Let me just show y'all how God works. The reason I started going live at 9 a.m. is because the Lord has me studying, literally, not this morning, because this morning I felt so bad I didn't get up till like 6, and I normally am up at 4. But do you understand that this is why the Lord said, I know you don't feel good, but you got to push and get up anyway? Can I just tell y'all, because I'm going to show you so you know that I'm not making this up. This card, can y'all see that where it says right here, regeneration and royal power? So this is my notes for this morning from what the Lord had me watching. Can y'all see what that says right there? A royal priesthood. A royal. we if you read the Bible, then you do know that we were created to be a royal priesthood, right? You know that that is our kingdom assignment. We are here to create heaven on earth. We are not here to try to get to heaven. We are here to create heaven on earth, right? Regeneration to a royal priesthood. So here's the Lord got me studying how to help people plant seeds and get into the kingdom. Now, let's move past that for 1 second. Protection. Whatever this seed is, my nose cleared up, it's protected. Does that make sense? The card up under that, y'all. It don't matter what deck I use, the message is the same. It's the same. New birth, the phoenix rising, creation and metamorphosis, birthing something new, coming into being. Child, and my nose just cleared up. It just did. Like 5 seconds ago. Don't be no hater. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do y'all how I did Shay. Hold on. You got to inhale till you can't inhale no more. Okay, I'm back. Meant it. If you knew, welcome to the community. We are so happy and so grateful that you are here. Right? So it doesn't matter, child. Look, it's finna stop back up again. It don't matter what deck I use, y'all. The message is the same. Drop this in the chat. We giving birth. Is anybody pregnant? And I don't mean pregnant like physically pregnant. I mean pregnant with ideas. I mean pregnant with wanting to bring something. So the Lord is giving you a vision. Pregnant with vision. Come on, pregnant with vision. Drop that in the chat. I'm pregnant with vision. Because we're going to give birth. Somebody finna give birth. You feeling the labor pains? I am. There's a door opening for somebody. Come on. You better say it, Shay. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you. They said, grab this, the contract. Y'all, listen. On the shuffle, contracts and dreaming. Pay attention to your dreams, seeing beyond present reality and pursuing your dreams. Contracts. New deck, same energy. Then we have the contracts card the other day. Legal matters, court cases, commitments made, and sold contracts. Listen, I'm talking about, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I need to tell my baby I'm live. And it's 10:10 on my clock. Somebody got a contract. Now, let me come back over here. This could be you reestablishing your contract with the Lord. This could be an actual job. Several of y'all just got a new job, right? So this could be you reestablishing your contract with the Lord. This could be a new job. This could be a new relationship. This could be some type of new beginning. This could be you recommitting to what God has asked you to do, committing to your assignment, writing the vision, making it plain. I'm not gonna say that yet. That's coming later. How are you signing on the dotted line? Some of you could be committing to your dreams, to what it is that the Lord has asked you to do. Only you know what you're asking for. But I'm committed. Drop that in the chat. I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm committed to helping people. I'm committed to helping people understand how to get in, how to start receiving, how to plant the seed. Just do it. Oh, what you mean, just do it? Everything that you need is going to be added. Everything that you need to fulfill this contract is going to be given. Some of you, and I receive it. I'm committed. Why? Because, Lord, thank you for my new house. Thank you because all of these things are going to be added. But the first thing you have to do is say, hey, Lord, I'm going to commit to my assignment. I'm going to commit to the vision of me. Lord, what do you want me to teach people? I want you to teach people how to get in. Now, I'm going to say this, and you either you either understand or you don't. How do you get everything added unto you? You seek the kingdom. I did not know until the last week. Kid you not. It's so crystal clear in my mind how I'm supposed to help people, y'all. And I've had clarity, but the clarity I have now is real. Come on, the clarity is real. That's a whole deck, by the way. Daddy, what's my assignment? Because I can come up here and give these messages, but what are my messages intending to do? Me. How am I supposed to help the people now? The Lord. Show them how to get in. Okay. How do you get in? You seek to understand. What is seek? Of everything the Lord has shown me, what is seek? You help. How do you seek the kingdom? Matthew 6:33, which y'all know we have just been pulling relentlessly for I don't know how long. How you seek to understand. You seek to understand and seek to be in right relationship with God. How do you be in right relationship with God? You do what he's telling you to do. Go do the assignment he's giving you to do. Well, how do I know what it is? You got to ask him. I can't tell you what your assignment is, but as you begin to step into your assignment, everything else is going to be added unto you. When stuff starts getting added to you, do that. That's how you'll know. Is the Lord blessing it? Because God pays for what God orders. So for some of you, your question may be, well, how do I know? Well, how do you know if you're doing the right thing? Because the things start being added. Did I say that right? How do I know if I'm doing the right thing? Because God blesses it. Because God blesses it. He gives you the resources, the finances, the connections, the everything. Why am I telling y'all the story of the things that have been added? Because I'm showing you that God is letting me know you're going in the right direction. Keep going that way. Okay, Lord. So go tell them, go show them that when you are in alignment with God's purpose for your life, everything just comes in. Kid you not, there was a message I got this morning, and I want to say it was talking, and this is me. I told y'all last week, like all weekend, my energy was just off. I didn't feel right. Why? Because I was getting out of alignment with my purpose, with my assignment. I was getting ready to go try to find what God said He would give me. And so all of a sudden, now my energy off. I don't feel good. I'm sick. Like all of these things that I say, this ain't right. I'm not in alignment with what God told me to do. And as soon as I got back in alignment, God said, there you go. Now watch me add some stuff onto you. Because when you're in alignment, God blesses it. He starts bringing everything you need to let you know that you're moving in the right direction. What did I do all day yesterday? I ain't even showed nobody. I ain't even talked about this. Created a lip moisturizer. Y'all know I have lip gloss, right? Yesterday, I was just like, oh, I feel like creating something, Lord. The Lord said, okay. So I sat yesterday and created lip moisturizers. That's all I did all day. The Lord said, that's all I want you to do. So how do you know when you're in alignment? Because the Lord starts blessing you with ideas. He starts blessing you with wisdom. He starts blessing you with people. He starts blessing you with everything that you need in order to make a dream a reality. Where y'all do know that when we go to the BYOB Expo, I'm gonna have my own stuff out there. Like this is for me too. This is for me. So what did he do? He gave someone a vision so that they could help me to create my vision and put it on display. Look, is anybody receiving a breakthrough? Man, I'd be so excited, man. I just can't even. I know I'm sick and everything, y'all. But when I tell y'all I am so excited about what the Lord is doing in this season, because I know the breakthrough is happening. I know it's happening. I know it's happening. Escaping from what controlled you, the breakthrough to success and important development, and the priestess of life. We just talked about we're a royal priesthood, right? Your light shines for others. The world is your oyster and powerful manifester. What are you manifesting into your life? I didn't know that at first. But then one day I happened to see a video of myself, and it had this. I was using these cards, and that's when I realized that this was the same picture that's on one of my cards. True story. I didn't know it at first. I didn't know it at first, and I can't remember exactly when, but I was just like, "Huh, I think that's the same picture," and sure enough, it is. A royal priesthood. That's it for that. hmm So, me, Daddy, I always got to make sure I'm in alignment with what you want me to be doing. Him, go teach people how to get in. Drop that in the chat. I'm going in. I refuse to be outside of the kingdom anymore. Why? Because when I'm inside, when I know where I am, everything else gets added to me. Everything. There's nothing that I have to worry about. There's nothing that I have to think about. There's nothing. All I know is if I just keep on doing what God has asked me to do, whatever my kingdom assignment is. So, yes, I will tell you right now that you are going to hear me saying a lot about the kingdom. Why? Because God has told me that it is my job, my responsibility, my assignment for me to learn and go and tell people to say, hey, come on. That's why I don't care. Listen, everybody don't want to be in the kingdom, but I do because I like being taken care of. Does that make sense? I like that the Lord takes care of me. I like that I don't have to worry. I like that I don't have to be stressed out. I like that I don't have to worry about food, water, and shelter. I like to be taken care of. So over this whole weekend, the Lord is like, this is what you're gonna go talk to the people them about. Everybody praying for miracles, but don't even understand how to access the miracles. The Lord say, go teach people. We praying for a miracle, but don't even realize, but the Lord's trying to show us how to receive the miracles. I say, okay, Lord, well, I receive that. He said, this what you gonna do. And people get tired of hearing it, but I'm not gonna get tired of talking about it, because the more people understand it, the more people will understand that they have access to all of these things. I'm going in on my assignment. Lord, this what you say to do? Yes. How's it gonna help people? Because then you gonna start seeing, because it's gonna be some other folks that's getting ready to see what God is doing in your life, and they gonna be like, man, how did that happen? Because there's no way, because they couldn't have done that. You right. But see, when we doing what God has asked us to do, then everything else is added. Keep it a buckles with you. We not princes, we're kings and queens. You're not a prince. The only time you will be a prince is when you go to heaven. You're not a prince, you're a king. You're a king of your dominion. I am a queen of my dominion. Nope. God didn't put us down here to be nope. Because Jesus, the King of Kings, is in heaven, right? He already in heaven. That's where he's at. He puts us in charge of our own dominions. Whether you understand, I understand it completely without going deep off like Bible clarity. But what did Adam lose? Adam lost the kingdom. He's lost dominion over the kingdom. When he and Eve ate of the fruit, they lost dominion. And all God has been trying to do, come on, first, seek ye first the kingdom. All God is trying to do is to get us to recreate the kingdom on earth. That's going deeper into the Bible. If you about that life, I have complete understanding of it. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm with it. Because if you remember, Adam and Eve had a good, baby. They had everything that they needed, everything they wanted, deserved, desired. They had it, and all God said is, "Don't eat of that tree, because if you eat of that tree, then you gonna know good and bad." Because all they had was good. All they had was good. Everything they had was good, amazing, perfect. They had the perfect everything, and life was great. But anyways, life's great. Shout out, Glow. They had everything. The king is the king, and the kingdom is within. Absolutely, the kingdom is within, and then you begin to live a kingdom life. So you start to see the way you live within, without. Does that make sense? When you experience the kingdom within, you then your life starts to reflect the kingdom without. Does that make sense? As on earth as it is in heaven. This is not creating anything external to you. This is allowing God to grow within you so that you understand the principles, the concepts, the ideas of who God is, how God wants us to live. And when you receive that within, you start to see it without. But until you understand what the kingdom is, you can't create it. You can't live it until you begin to experience the kingdom within. So how do you experience it? You have to seek it to understand it. That's all the Lord has been on with me all weekend, y'all. Y'all think I couldn't even I have never tried to listen to my phone in the shower, but the message and the concept that he was trying to get me to understand that day on y'all, I got to know. I got to know. I got to. Because my thing is, Lord, my life has to change. My life has got to change. Something has got to change, because this has been me. Look at the contracts card. This has been me. This ain't about the Bible. This is not, I mean, this is not about religion, because y'all know I don't do religiosity. This is about me trying to understand, because my life has got to change. What was I missing, Lord? He said, let me show you. Okay. Now, what you want me to do with this information, Lord? Go tell the people now. Everybody ain't gonna receive it. I understand. But the people who do receive it, the more that the Lord continues to, there's somebody to say something about baggage. It's the more the Lord is going to allow you to live this fairy tale life. Why? Because it's already yours. I can't make it, I don't know. And I guess as he continues to show me how to explain it, it's just like it's so simple, and it's just we overcomplicate it. And it's so simple. Come on, 77. Believe the impossible, daydreams, unicorns, and rainbows. Tell me, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. It's coming. I can't speak for nobody else, but I know my question was, Lord, what am I missing? What am I missing that is not that is not giving me entrance? That is not, and I told y'all that I was like, well, Lord, I know I'm stepping into the promise, but I feel like I'm missing something. And so, sure enough, He said, "Let me show you. Let me show you." Okay, Lord. So now He's shown me. Now I know what to do, and He's like, "Now everything else will be added unto you." Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I don't know, Lord. I hope this helps somebody. This is Motivation Monday, but it's just like, y'all, we got the we got, because can't nobody stay in the same position, y'all. We can't keep praying the same prayers. We can't keep asking for the same things and not understanding why we're not getting the things that we want. So then when the Lord comes in and He says, like, hey, this is the way to get access to those things. Okay, Lord, all you got to do is show me. All you got to do, and people will get tired of hearing about it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna get tired of talking about it, because I was tired of being in the desert. Tired of being in the desert. Ain't gonna be no more robbing Peter to pay Paul. Ain't gonna be no more of that. Ain't gonna be no more worrying about, no. Let me tell y'all something I heard this weekend. Worship, I don't even want to say that. We finna put some pressure on God. Some people gonna feel some type of way about what I'm finna say. I'm gonna say it anyway, because who gonna check me? What? We finna put some pressure on God. Do you understand? You know why I'm so committed to this? Because I say, Lord, I know that this is not the life that you have for me. I know it. I know it. And I told God, if I am going to talk about you, then I need to represent you. And this is not, remember, I told y'all, like, I understood why the Lord took me through what He took me through in this particular situation. But I also said, Lord, I feel like it's time to come out. I said, now that's up to you, but I can tell that a shift is happening. So I said to the Lord, I say, well, if I'm going to speak on your behalf, then I need to be able to represent you in a way and in a manner that is, what's the word? What's the word? Deserving of you. And the Lord said, now that you understand the concept of it, now you're ready to move forward. Does that make sense? But He couldn't move me forward and actually have me to live that until I understood pleasing. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. But even more than that, I represent God every day that I come up here. And it wasn't until He made me understand it. So when y'all start seeing, because it's happening, when you start seeing things transitioning in my life, when you start seeing things change, and 1 minute you're going to see Touche one way, and the next way you're going to see it a completely different way. Why? Because now He knows I'm ready for it. Now He knows that I understand that every day that I come up here, I'm representing Him with what I'm doing. So now that I understand, Lord, Let me in. I'm going in. Daddy, not to. So what did I hear this weekend? I got to put some pressure on God. Why? Because I represent the kingdom of God. So some got to change. Some got to change. Because this ain't kingdom. Does that make sense? But I understand it more now than I have in the last year and a half. It took for me to just sit down and do what? Seek the kingdom. Seek to understand, Lord, what's keeping me out? Now that I understand it, Daddy, it's a requirement. Because this is beneath you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with is beneath God. If you are a representative of God, if you're doing what God has asked you to do, then He's going to make sure that you represent Him right. Drop that in the chat. I'm a represent. Because this ain't representing God. Knowledge. So what did I have to do? He had to give me knowledge to help me access the kingdom. You can get knowledge from anywhere, but what are you going to do with the knowledge? Okay, Lord. So then I've always been in expectation of the Lord to do great and amazing things, right? But now I'm like, Lord, hey, because you promised me this. This is not anything that I'm just asking for. You said, okay, so now that I have an understanding of what the representation is all about, now that I have an understanding of who I really am and whose I really am. And listen, you the King of Kings. I had to get through the process first. Now I feel like we running through everything. You better say it. I had to get but I understand as well that I had to go through all of everything that I went through in order to have the understanding, the knowledge, the wisdom, the insight, the clarity that I have now. If I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have the understanding that I have. Come on, ready. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. I was putting the card up. Look, come on, ready. Where's the card at? Because I was putting ready. Ready. Daddy. This me. This ain't of the kingdom, Lord. What? This ain't kingdom culture, kingdom life. I don't know. Daddy. I don't feel like this is in alignment with the kingdom. This is not what it's supposed to be. So now, ready or not, but I had to get it. Does that make sense? I had to get it first. And I say I had to get it first. Heart. I had to get it. So the Lord said, now that you get it, you can come out. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because what we not going to do, come on, back to light. Thank you. This is resurrection. Does this say resurrection on it, Lord? You better say. Talk about the resurrection. Was this like a phoenix rising? The resurrection is real. And this, I need somebody to understand this. Yeet. Yeet. Spell it Y-E-E-N-T. Yeet. I ain't got to do nothing. Yeet's got to do nothing but sit there and let the Lord bring you back to life. Remember the Phoenix Rising, the card we had, the Phoenix Rising. I think it's a Phoenix Rising card in this deck. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Resurrection. Resurrect a relationship situation. This is that restoration like Job finna get. Because I feel like I've already been through the trials of Job. But I'm coming out minted in my whole spirituals. Because now, that ain't no way I can. Building the kingdom brick by brick is the foundation of creating your own castle. You better say it. And that's it. So what the Lord say, go teach people how to get back in. And I say back in because we just forgot that that's where we came from. That's all. We just forgot that that's where we originally started. But I'm coming. Here I come. Meant it. So when the Lord said that that's the message that I'm gonna have to teach and talk about, I'm gonna keep doing it. Because if you can understand where you came from, you'll know where you're going back to, and you ain't going back when you die. We going now. It's okay. We going now. We gonna create it. We gonna live it. We gonna understand it. We gonna work towards it. We gonna seek it. So yes, we gonna keep reading them. We gonna keep. Come on, higher forces. We gonna keep on reading the Bible. Why? So we can have clarity. Why? So we can understand. Why? So we can know that we can be in the kingdom. We can be in the world and not of the world. Because we not really from here, we from heaven. Does that make sense to somebody? So that's why you got to seek first the kingdom and his righteousness. Seek the understanding, the wisdom, the insight, the knowledge, his righteousness. Do right, be right. And I am here again, clarification the whole weekend, y'all. I kid you not, I probably have 20 pages of notes because all I've done all weekend is just, I gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta understand. When I get off of here, guess what I'm gonna be doing? Studying some more because I ain't got time to get back out the kingdom. I ain't got time. I can't get back out. I've been out for too long. I got to get in. What you say? No, I can't. I've been out for too long, Lord. But okay, I'm back. Communicating with other realms, help from higher dimensions, and divine protection. And I'm gonna tell somebody this. You won't catch me outside of it again. You sure won't. You most certainly won't. You will not catch me back outside the kingdom, not now another again. Sure won't, meant it. So everybody don't have kingdom understanding. That's all right. I understand. Now that I'm back in, thank you, Lord, for everything that you bring it unto me. And I mean everything. Where's it gonna come from? I don't God. Why? Because he said so. Because if you're not in alignment, if you in the kingdom, those things have to be given to you. Child, listen. I hope that made sense to somebody. I can't talk about nothing else. He won't let me. Nope. Too many people praying for miracles and blessings. And it's not that he won't bless you, but we got to understand where the blessings are coming from, y'all. We got to understand. So he gonna keep on. Okay, Lord, you say go tell. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. If that's what you want me to talk about every day, people like, man, she talk about the same thing. You right. You right. Because the more I talk about it, the more I'm gonna be about it. I got to be about my father's business. I don't do this for my benefit. I do it for his benefit. So I got to be about my father. I'm about it, about it. You about it. Meant it. I represent. I ain't gonna say the next part of that song because that don't represent him. But meant it. Shout out Master P. Royalty. And so I'm finna go. I'm done. I'm putting the cards up. How you get last thing, and then I'm done for real. How you get into the kingdom? Here's the answer. I heard the best definition of the kingdom that I never heard, y'all. And what is the kingdom? The king's dominion. The kingdom. The king's dominion over your life. What does that mean? Surrender. Surrender. We say it, but do we truly understand it? That means I got to let God rule everything. My business, my mindset, my money, my relationships, my everything. Lord, if you ain't in it, I ain't going. If you ain't with it, I'm not with it. That's just it. If God ain't with it, I ain't with it. I told that to somebody the other day. That's true surrender. When you true, that's how you seek the kingdom. God's influence, power, authority over your life. People be like, why would you? Y'all, I heard so much information this weekend but it's so crystal clear. It's why I ain't never been in a church per se. It's why I don't do religion. But I understand so many things that I've heard over the past week, I would say, are things that the Lord has already shown me, but He allowed me now to see someone else tell it to me to make it all come together and make sense, right? This is no longer fighting, no longer trying to figure it out, just allow it, just it is what it is. God say, just let me do it. I'll give you everything you need. Okay. Go do this thing. All right. Letting go, giving up control, no longer fighting or resisting. Okay, Lord. Because when you in kingdom life, you ain't got to do all that. You just got to do the assignment that the Lord is giving you to do. You know, the first thing that I was thinking about doing was like, well, maybe I ain't supposed to come on here and give these messages. And the Lord said, that's your whole purpose. Everything else is being added because you're doing what you meant to do. What you say, Lord, go ahead and give these messages. Go talk to the people them and tell them you right. And whenever I start, even when I don't feel like doing the messages, I was as stuffy as I was, y'all, as bad as the Lord say, well, let me give you, let me hit you with a little strength so you can go on here and talk to the people. Okay. Okay, Lord. Whatever your assignment is, first of all, it's going to be in service. And second of all, it's going to help you to teach other people about how to get in right relationship with the Lord. You as well, dearest one. Thank you, honey. And and when you in right relationship with the Lord, He gonna give you everything else that you want. Everything you want, everything you need, all of these things are going to be added unto you. Just make sure that you're doing the assignment that He's giving you to do. And then watch how your life gonna change. Me. Okay, Lord. Y'all think I'm playing, man, like the things that I need for the spirituality to happen on 8/8, everything just is coming. And I'm looking like, how is this even happening? But it's nothing I'm doing, it's everything that God is doing. But again, I need somebody to know this when we're talking about purpose, in purpose, on purpose. How are you going to know when it's your purpose? First of all, if you don't know your purpose, you need to talk to God. You're going to have to talk to God. But I will tell you that it's going to be that thing that you just know. I don't care. I don't care what you try. You got to come back to it. For me, it's like this ain't everybody's purpose, but part of my purpose is reading and understanding and reading the Bible and understanding the Bible and being able to talk to people. Come on, 336 on the I literally want to go get the 336 card. That truck passed by just now, y'all. It had 336 on it. That's my personal number. Y'all know that. We just had it on Friday. It's in the Angel Numbers deck. Spiritual teacher. A higher calling on your life. That truck literally just had 336 on it, y'all. I can't make it up. Where's the Angel Numbers deck? As I'm talking about it. The gift of prophecy, spiritual teacher, you have a higher calling on your life. When you know your purpose, it's easy to walk in it. This don't ever feel like work to me. Ever. Come on, 225. Hey, grandma. This don't ever feel like work to me. Ever. When I come on here and give these messages, this doesn't ever feel like work. At all, ever. No. Hey, ma. Never. Never feels like work. Even though it's the work. This is my main work. Then I go find some other stuff to do. Why? Because I know that this is my purpose. It's what He made me for. It's what He said, okay, go do this, and everything else will be added unto you. So me, 12, 13. So me, I got to spend a lot of time being able to tell people, hey, Ma, look, my mama's name is Dennis, by the way. I know y'all, I don't say her name very often. I just be like, hey, Ma, but my mama's name is Dennis. So why do I spend a lot? Because I got to give messages 5 days a week. I got to encourage people 5 days a week. I got to talk about the Lord 5 days a week. It's literally what I do. I give messages to help people get through their day so that they can remember, like, hey, we kingdom kids over here. Like, we got real purpose and stuff. We got real stuff we got to do. We got an assignment. We got a mission. Hey, Ann, how you doing, honey? One, come on, 888. Y'all tell Ann hey in the chat. Welcome to the community. We are so happy, so grateful that you are here. Right? Why? Because that's what God told me to do. That's it. When you know your purpose, when you find it, 411, when you find your purpose, y'all kid, I kid y'all not. just wait on it. You'll see. When you find your purpose, it ain't gonna feel like work. You gonna love to do it. You gonna want to put time into it. You gonna be waking up like, man, come on, 11:11. Like, I got to do it. I want to do it. I want to know more. But that's my purpose. Everybody ain't got this purpose. You got your own purpose, your own reason for being. Come on, 143, to perceive, to understand, right? Walking the spiritual path, believe it and receive it, walking by faith and not by sight. So a lot of you, what's happening is God is pushing you into purpose because you've been praying, Lord, what am I supposed to do? What do I do? I'm not here. I'm gonna say this to somebody, and this is, come on, 66, I receive it. Something that I realized I was doing wrong. I am not here to make you have a relationship with God. You know what the Lord told me to do? He said, don't talk to them about me. Talk to them about the kingdom, the benefits. Come on, the benefits of being in the kingdom. Because you realize that most people don't want to know, and it's unfortunate to think, if you think about it, but at the same time, I understand it. Most people don't want to know, they want to know what they're going to get. Does that make sense? So the Lord said, well, talk to them about. So what you'll hear me talking a lot about is what you're going to get as a result of being in alignment. What do you get as a result of being in the kingdom? Why do I talk about the things that God has blessed me with? Come on, 1143, 226, so that you can understand. Like, I'm not perfect by any means, y'all. I am not perfect. But I try to live as good as I can. I try to be good with God. He don't have to come in too much and tell me about myself. He might put a little check me in my spirituals but about treating people right. Oh no, you ain't got to worry about that. Good business, you ain't got to worry about that. Because I can't get out of alignment. I can't, because when I do, then things don't go good in my life. So I have a lot of things that I share with y'all. I'm getting ready to have more things that I'm going to share with y'all. Why? Because now I have even more understanding than I had before. The Lord has been giving me understanding a piece at a time, a piece at a time. But now that I'm starting to, like, I got it, Lord. Can we just drop that in the chat? I got it. I hope somebody took something out of this today that's going to make you leave here and be like, okay, even if it's just a seed of understanding. I hope I planted a seed enough to where you can understand that if you just do this first and live like this, that everything else is going to come. I got it, Lord. I got it. Don't talk about me. I'm not here to talk about God. God can teach you about God. Does that make sense? I'm not here to try to tell you what kind of person God is. The Lord is literally giving me the assignment to say, I want you to teach people what the benefits are of being a kingdom kid. And I'm going to keep saying kingdom kid, because one of the things that the Bible tells us is that you have to come at it from a place of being like a child. I wasn't saying anything about kingdom, kingdom, kingdom. I wasn't doing none of that, y'all. None of it before this was done. Nothing. But when I tell you that when you like, Lord, put me in alignment with my mission and my assignment for your life, when you get that crystal clear clarity, that's what I got this weekend. I got it, Lord. This what you want me to do. This what you want me to talk about. The benefits of living in the kingdom. How am I able to? Because you'll be able, now you're getting ready to see what all, because again, y'all, me, wilderness, Israelites, travel, 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 trials of Job. Now he steps you into position. You learn the history, and then you become, because all I've been doing is learning the history. So now I'm getting ready to access the kingdom. I already have access. I'm already in it because now I understand what it is. But that don't mean you stop learning, because you can always learn more. You got to keep learning. This is what study to show thyself approved actually means. It means that you keep studying to understand what it means to live in the kingdom, to understand the rules, the regulations, the principles, the precepts. I don't even know what a precept is, but the precepts you learn so that you can continue to have more access, so that you can continue to gain understanding, so that you can continue, because understand this, some of us have a bigger calling on our life than others. So if you want a bigger calling on your life, you're going to have more understanding of it in the kingdom. That's it. As long as you only seek to understand a little, he's only going to give you a little. But if you seek to understand a lot, he's going to give you a lot. So then that means you have a bigger assignment. You got more work to do. I receive it. So me, Lord, this can't be all you have for me. You're right, it's not. But until you understand it, now mind you, y'all, I'm coming from a place of no, I don't have any religious background. So everything that I learned from the Lord, I come on, Blue Diamond, I learned from the Lord. So now he's sending teachers in, y'all. The Lord didn't have me learning from anybody. Do you understand? He didn't have me learning from anybody. I'm not a part of no church, no nothing. He said, I'm going to teach you first, and then I will put you in an environment where you will be able to continue to learn. But first, you're going to have to learn from me. Remember, I just said all this stuff that I'm hearing, now I'm just able to wrap my mind around it, because now he's giving me a teacher who will be able to show me, okay, that's why you told me that, Lord. Okay, that makes sense, Lord. Now he's starting to put everything together. Why? Because one of my assignments is to go teach other people about it. With it, let me show you something. Y'all think, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Just as show as I can find it. This was on 10/24. 10/24. You see? What's today's date? The 28th. This is how many pages of notes. This is me. What's it gonna be today? I even was like, child, let me see how much paper I got left in this one, because I'm about to run out of space. True story, y'all. So the Lord say, now that you're ready, now the pressure is on God. Does that make sense to somebody? Now I'm finna go. Now I'm finna go. This it. This last card. Let me put them up. But just so I'm finna go. I'm not finna say nothing else. Told you. The Lord had said to Abram, go from your country, your people. and your father's house to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I'll make your name great. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse, and all the peoples on earth will be blessed through you. Thank you, dearest one. Blessings received in return. And whenever I get the number 611, it always points to Isaiah 61:1 for me. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna go for real. Y'all make sure you get your BYOB, your tickets for the Spirituality Live 8A. Oh, side note, I'm putting them on Eventbrite as well. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is upon me. Something like that. Let me get out of Jeremiah. Here we go. Then I'm done. Good news for the oppressed. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is upon me, for the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted and to proclaim that captives will be released and prisoners will be freed. Can y'all see that I literally have the number 611 right here? When you know your assignment. That's it. That's all I got. The Lord finna transition me. He finna transition you. This blessing ain't just for me. I say this for some people that are in TU, right? Some people who've been rocking with me and believing in me and supporting me, and you starting to see blessings in your own life. You starting to see blessings with jobs and blessings and things that you praying for, and you like, man, I can't believe it happened. I can't. Yes, you can believe it. Why? Because you come on, come on, pioneer. I receive it. You believe it. You start to see things open, especially if you've been a blessing to me. I will bless those who bless you, and those who curse you, I will curse. I didn't make that up. That's what the Lord said. You can believe it. You thought you was gonna have to figure it out. No. You realize that every day that you come here and listen to this message, this is you seeking to understand the kingdom as well. I didn't understand it, but the Lord said that the more you get on there and you talk to people, most people don't even talk about it. They do this once a week. Once a week, and I'm on here 5 days a week just helping people to understand, man. If you don't take one thing away, and I never thought this was going to be my job, but this is God is the best boss ever. Most teachers are not teaching, well, not a lot of them now are teaching 5 days like y'all. Because it's a lot, we got to reach people, got to, whatever that is. So this is you seeking to understand. So the Lord sends your teachers to other teachers to understand, so that you can go, so that you can understand. They understand. When they understand, I understand, you understand. And He is a keeper of His promises. So you like, man, I can't believe that happened, child. You tapped in. You starting to understand who you are and whose you are for real. Me. Okay, Lord, now I get it. So now I expect God to do something great and amazing. I expect it, because this is not a representation of the King I serve. It's not. It's not. But I had to get that understanding and be willing to say, this don't represent, this ain't kingdom. Man, listen. You know why though? Because the Lord was even having to break off religiosity off of me that I didn't even realize that I was holding on to. And I ain't a religious person, but He's making me understand the things that I was holding on to that were holding me back from actually accessing the kingdom. His glory. And this ain't things. This is simply having an understanding of what is it that we need to know. People ain't gonna agree with the stuff that I say. That's fine. They're not gonna agree with the stuff that I do, because I'm not gonna stop writing on my ancestor money. I'm not gonna stop reading these tarot cards. I'm not gonna do it. Guess what? God don't care. He said, can you go talk to people about how to get more access to me? Yep. Keep doing what you do. I mentioned Kirk Franklin earlier because of this video Everybody, I think, and I didn't hear all of it, but everybody talking about he was wrong for doing a song with Glorilla. Shout out Glow. Why? No, he's not. Because what the church is, the church people them ain't reaching that generation of people. So if the Lord can put, I'm gonna call him a saint. If the Lord can put a saint, and I'm not calling her a sinner, I'm not saying that. But if the Lord can put a saint, someone we know serves God, and I'm not saying that she doesn't, so don't get it twisted. Don't come over here with no foolishness. We know what Kirk Franklin does. We know what he does. So if God can put him with her, he can influence people that we don't have access to. You realize that's why the Lord is doing things different? Because the old stuff ain't working, y'all. Are we supposed to just leave the youth out there? Are we supposed to just leave them and not try to reach them? Do y'all realize that the enemy's trying to get the babies? Because we'll be spirit names in a minute. Y'all mad? Y'all mad. How are you helping the young people? How are you helping them? And y'all mad? Talk about it secular. I almost said a cuss word because I'm passionate about this. Y'all mad because tarot readers are talking about the Bible? People ain't picking up the Bible, so how they gonna understand what God is trying to say? How you make people understand? So y'all just won't. So basically, who are you working for? What king are you serving? If you just giving the people away to the enemy, what God are you serving? Because you think your opinion of what somebody should or shouldn't do, you can't tell God what to do. How are we going to reach the people? Because what we doing, the young people, because what we doing ain't working. And y'all mad because the Lord didn't put Glorilla and Kirk Franklin together. I'm gonna need you need to go chop it up with the Lord. Because he know message. And people mad. Why? What else is he supposed to do but put the people for lack? I don't even use that word saints, but put people who he knows that he has stamped and approved and certified in places where the darkness has a stronghold. Like, y'all, come on, think about it. Y'all so busy, come on. But then when we start calling y'all Pharisees, you'll feel some type of way because that's what you being, a Pharisee. You can't see past your beliefs. You can't see past religion. Ain't who got a song? Don't Kirk Franklin say something about losing my religion? You better. You better. You better lose it. I don't know who this for, child. You better lose it. Cause religion has us lost. What you say, Touche? Religion has us lost. Thank you, Lord. Child, y'all better quit playing in God's face. He trying to get everybody. We ain't supposed to leave no soul left behind. Come on, no soul. No soul left behind. So that's why when the Lord sends you in a place and he got you doing something that a lot of people ain't gonna agree with, you got to be all right with. Don't nobody agree with it but you and God. Because he knows why he's calling you to do it. No soul left behind. Tell me, y'all. But once you have that understanding, you be like, okay, Lord, I get it. We just pay attention and do what he needs us to do. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. Try people be worried about the wrong thing. If you got time to be worried about somebody else's business, you ain't got enough. Go tell the Lord to give you some work. You ain't got enough work to do. I found out some things about my family and separatism under their rule. Child, listen. I ain't got time to be under nobody rule and authority but God. That's it. That is it. All that other stuff is a shackle. That's why I know now that I've never resonated with religion, because you're not going to shackle me and try to make me believe some things. People, I say this all the time. It's a system of beliefs, practices, and values centered around ideas about the divine or sacred, the purpose of life, and the moral codes. What? That guide human behavior. Child, please. Mm-mm. I heard that this weekend, and I was just like, man, Lord, that sucks. The chapels off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. I know that song. Well, I know that part of it anyway. That's it. What does this card say? Holy. This sapphire. Mental force spirit. We had this card. Come on, abundance. We receive it. Man, when you got some true understanding. Mary. Thank you, dearest one. Shout out, Mary. Abundance. Bearing fruit. I'm finna go. And this, I think I got these grapes on one of my cards as well. Bearing fruit, harvest. This is what the harvest really is. Prosperity, surplus, goodness, plentiful wealth. Man, we finna the kingdom. Nah, I'm put them back up. We'll use them again tomorrow since I got them out for a couple of days. Child, I beat and pulled out 108 of them little cards. That's it. Thank you, Lord. He cleared my nose on up so I could do the work. It's on the 7 of Pentacles. Clear my nose on up so I could do this good work. My throat's a little scratchy. My nose a little stopped up. But I pray healing into my whole spirituals. Because what? Thank you, Lord. That's all I got. I have to be crazy, man. I've said this I've said this, but I also feel like the Lord is once again moving me back in this direction. And although I don't know much about it, some of you, the reason I call this the message, I don't even know if it's allergies. Like, you just can't even make it up, y'all. I've always called this the message. Y'all know that all of my oracle cards are called message, right? Look at me, pulled out 1717, are called message. I knew that that's what they were going to be called long before they ever went to print. This was many years ago, before the Lord actually had me print them. Um, and something that I started last, but I'm gonna say it. I'm finna put this back out here again because I know that this is a direction the Lord is taking me in. But I'm gonna just be honest, I don't know everything about it. And some of y'all know this and some of you don't. Back, I don't even know how long ago this was. Jay Kazi, you might know. I created, like, the Lord started calling this the message ministries. Right? Look, the judgment card. He started calling this the message ministries. And I didn't really understand it then, but I'm understanding it now that once again he's bringing it back. It started off as the community, right? But the Lord said, "No, that ain't it." And so he's literally bringing the message ministries, like plural, right, back into fruit. It's like he's bringing it back, and I had kind of put it on the back burner because I was, doing other stuff that he had me to do. But I tell you, the Lord will plant a seed and he'll lay a foundation for something, and you may not even know. So it was almost a year ago, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It was last year. I want to say it maybe November or so, um, that he had me create the Message Ministries. But that was a year ago, and I really hadn't done anything with it for real, for real. Mind you, we started Bible ClariTEA on 12/13. But I can tell you that I feel like the Lord is bringing that back to the forefront. I told somebody I don't know much about ministry per se, right? But if you actually look up the word ministry, it is literally just to go out and teach people. Now, what I also realize is that whatever you're getting ready to do in your life, yes, you may get some certifications and, different credentials that you got to get or what have you. But the Lord will also put you in place, and He will certify you and give you the credentials, and He will give you what you need to have in order to call yourself official. Does that make sense? So what I also the fact somebody brought it up to me the other day, and I said, man, I had already pretty much laid the blueprint for the message ministries. It has a domain, not using it yet, a cash app if you want to pay your tithes. Because I have been tithing into the message ministries. And I know there are a couple of you that were doing that as well. But I didn't know how the Lord was going to be utilizing the message ministries. But that literally is what this is. I call it, the spirituality because it's everything that I do. But again, we're talking about seeds. That's literally what he did. He laid a seed and a foundation for it. It was the beginning of the year. We sent our tithes and offerings to the message ministries. Ministry generally refers to the act of serving, caring for, or helping others, especially in a religious or spiritual context. Yeah. So again, as we speak in the vein of seeds, y'all, don't think that you gonna know everything. But if the Lord prompts you to do something, He's gonna use it. He'll plant a seed and He'll just be like, now just let that germinate. So message. So literally, it's been germinating. Come on, 11:11. The horn honked at the same time. It's 11:11 on my clock. You never know. So if the Lord is giving you something to do, you never know how that seed is going to take root. You just never know. And that's the whole point of that. So whatever He chooses to do with the message ministries is fine with me. It's fine with me. But that was a seed that was laid, that was planted almost a year ago. The Bible that I literally just received, the message. Okay. Just saying. Anyway. So don't think you're not gonna plant, you're not gonna eat the heart, you're not gonna harvest the same day you plant the seed. But He'll still keep leading and guiding you in the direction that you have to go. It'll be on TV. The whole planet is going to know about it. Listen, we receive it. We receive that. Okay. We receive it. We do. Thank you, Honey Woney, for speaking that into my destiny. Okay. I received that. This is Lisbeth over here on the YT side of the street says it'll be on TV. The whole planet is going to know about it. Promise. Thank you, Honey Woney. Yes. So I'm going to put this out here, and I'm putting it out here because I'm not even in control of it. My God. Okay. Y'all just have no idea what the Lord is doing and how He's doing things. When I tell you that God has put somebody in my life, I don't have my hands are off of this. There are certain things that God is doing in my life so that people don't think I'm like, oh, this is for me. Can I just tell y'all that there are certain things that I'm not even in control of? I don't even know everything that He's doing, and I can't even begin to wrap my mind around it. But yes, spirit and glam, right? because I'm taking my hands off of it. And I can't even explain to y'all how big what I because I don't completely know. If I'm honest, I don't completely know. But when you just take your hands off of it and just let God put his hands on it, he's just going to start doing things that you just can't even wrap your mind around. I know that felt a little scattered, but I hope I got that point across. Like, God is doing something. I just need you to know God's doing something in your life. And it ain't going to look like what other people are doing, because what other people are doing ain't what he needs to be done in this season. It's not. It's not going to look like what everybody else was doing. It's not. It can't, because people ain't paying attention to that anymore. So he's got to do something different. Okay. He's got to do something different. So, anyway, I hope that helps somebody. Yes, the Message Ministries Cash App is Spirit and Glam. Feel free to pay your tithes into it. I'm not even in control of it. I'm not touching it. I don't mess with it. I have someone, y'all, the Lord has literally put people in my life to where all I really have to do is come up here and do this work. Yes, take it off your Cash App. If you want to pay your tithes, you can send it to the Spirit and Glam Cash App. I'm not in control of that. I want you to hear me and hear me well. I am not managing Spirit and Glam. That is the Message Ministries Cash App. That is going to my business manager. My hands are off of it. My hands are off of it. So I will not be using that Cash App anymore, because I told the Lord that I don't want to be in charge of it. So he sent me someone who can be in charge of it. So if you want to pay your tithes, if you want to bless me personally, by all means, thank you. I'm so truly grateful. But if you want to pay your tithes, then that will go to the Spirit and Glam Cash App. If you want a table at the BYOB Expo, that will go to the Spirit and Glam Cash App. I'm not even touching none of this. Okay, like, I'm not touching it. Because why? I told the Lord I don't want to. I don't want to. Message. Because I have someone else. Can I just tell you that the Lord took me from doing everything to have to blessing me with somebody who can do all of this for me? So I really just have to focus on the vision. Yeah, it's for business purposes only. If you have my personal Cash App and you want to be a blessing, thank you so much. But if it's for business purposes, Spirit and Glam. The Message Ministries is business. Does that make sense? It I don't even know what all the Lord is doing. See, this what I be saying, man, and I be trying to tell people. I had no plans of talking about this. Does this make sense to somebody? When I come on here and I start telling y'all stuff and showing y'all stuff, it's not because it's because God is trying to help you to see what he's doing, what he will do in your life. Does that make sense? I don't have anything to brag on but God. Nothing, y'all. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But God also has given me an assignment to show people every single step, y'all. When I come on here and I talk about blessings, when I talk about these different things that are happening, it's not because I have anything to brag about. I don't. It's only because God is like, you have to show people. She's using me to show people in real time what he will do in your life. Got my congratulations, honey bunny. Put that in, drop a congratulations in the chat. Congratulations, dear Swan. That is a blessing. He y'all have literally seen every single step of what God is doing in my life. He's surrounding me with people. Blue just got a youth group. He's surrounding me with people who are going in the same direction. He's putting himself exactly where he needs to be. Congratulations, honey bunny. And let me say this. I'm here. I'm not that I don't do the youth, but that's not my gift. My gift is to help older people. Blue's gift is to help younger people. So you see, just like that, y'all. Just like that. Just like that. You'll see it on TV and you'll know it. What I just said, you'll see me on. You're welcome, dear Swan. And congratulations to you. So that's all I got. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how else to say it, but man, God is doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. And it's not just in my life. It's in everyone's life who he's surrounding me with. Whatever is necessary for the next leg of your assignment, he has given it. He has given it. And that's it. That's all I got for real. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. So we gonna keep talking about it. I'm just telling y'all that we gonna keep talking about it because I don't want you to be surprised and be like, man, she's still talking about that. Am. Can't stop because we got to get in. And you just watch as people gonna start be like, man, they blessed over there. You right. You right, man. They blessed over there. You right. As long as you know it. You right. We sure are. Blessed and highly favored. Can I just tell somebody, thank you, Lord. We finna be the example of what blessed and highly favored is. Blessed and highly favored. That's because I put my mic back on. I had stopped using my mic, but I got it back together. So I don't ask for I don't ask for donations for myself. The Lord has not instructed me to do that because everything is going to be added to me. And I know that I just can't even if I could just, and I know I can't, but man, if y'all could just see what I can see. It's like you ever just been looking and you see a picture and can't nobody else see it, but you can see it so you know it's real. It's crazy. Like I can just see, but I can't see all of it. It's like a picture and you can see, but it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what it looks like. That's what the Lord keeps showing me. Like you could just start to see just things expanding and growing. And anyway, that's it. You finna see some expansion in your life. Now, when you leave here, you go talk to the Lord and ask him what you need to know. Like what do you need to know? Because I'm simply here to help you see the door. Come on, God. I'm simply here to help you see the door, but you got to walk through it, if that makes sense. And that's it. That's all I got. Y'all, hydrate your soul in things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. I receive it. Come on, 24. I receive it. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Go do great and amazing things. Expect great and amazing things. And I will see y'all on tomorrow. Okay. I love y'all in real life. I hope this track resonated for somebody. Thank y'all for dealing with me in my sickness. Okay.